Alabama, what's their big question? It's something that we have taken a club and beat to absolute death. Does Kalen DeBoer have a Kalen DeBoer brand kind of quarterback? And I've said this for a few times, but I want to just make sure we say it one more time. This is so important, and this is one of, I think, the most key puzzle pieces in the entire picture of the college football landscape in 2025, because everything else around Alabama, I feel really good about. Like defensively, top 10 unit last year. Guess what? They bring back 60% production. Some young bucks had to play for them in the secondary last year. They're back. Damani Jackson, Xavier Brown, they're back. Everything else is there. I mean, receivers, they feel great about that, or you should feel good about that based on Isaiah Horton, Ryan Williams. Like there's a lot of names. We could name names here for the better part of 5 minutes for this segment. But the point being, right now Alabama is in a stable place roster-wise. And when you look at what's made Kalen DeBoer successful at his best seasons at Fresno State or at Washington, what has he had? A quarterback to run his system. Jake Haener at Fresno State, Penix at Washington. Do they have that right now at Alabama? My feeling on this is there is, at the very least, the ability in that room right now. And the reason why I feel that way is I think Kalen DeBoer feels that way. And if Kalen DeBoer doesn't feel that way, I mean, the guys in that room feel that way. Like Austin Mack, he was recruited by Kalen DeBoer not once but twice. First at Washington, then over to Alabama. Keelan Russell, obviously, recruited by Kalen DeBoer. Ty Simpson, if Ty Simpson wasn't going to be the guy or didn't think he could be the guy, one, Ryan Grubb wouldn't say if we started a game tomorrow, Ty Simpson would be our quarterback. That's the first part of this. Second part of this is he's been in Tuscaloosa for a while now. If he was going to not be the guy, he would have, I think, had that communicated to him and probably would have gone to play somewhere else via that spring transfer portal. He's still there. So for all those clues for us, I'm looking at Kalen DeBoer and saying, okay, you think you have the ability in your room. How much better did you make Ty Simpson? Because we all saw Ty Simpson early on against, I think it was USF, in that game where Jalen Milroe didn't play. It was ugly. It was in the rain. It was like at USF. Just a weird game in general when you think about recent history for Crimson Tide fans. But Kalen DeBoer, I think when you look at Michael Penix and what he was at Indiana to Washington, Kalen DeBoer made him better. Like, yes, I know he played for him at Indiana, but hear me clearly. Kalen DeBoer elevated Michael Penix into being an NFL quarterback, a first-round draft pick. I truly believe that. Does he elevate Ty Simpson? Does he elevate Ty Simpson into being a guy that can go win you the SEC and be a college football playoff contender? I think it's there, but again, this is so important to me because everything else is going to come from your quarterback position in terms of success. Like, it's no longer an era for Alabama football where you win in spite of the quarterback or the quarterback rides shotgun while defense drives the car or the running game drives the car. It's a quarterback-driven outfit in Tuscaloosa. We all understand that. And if we didn't understand that, go back and watch what last year was and watch what you had with Jalen Milroe and watch that car just run into a curb, it felt like, every few weeks. It wasn't sustainable. Defense was good. I told you, top 10 in the country. Offense, running game wasn't horrible, but because you didn't have anything at quarterback, you weren't able to do a Kalen DeBoer kind of team. You weren't able to have a Kalen DeBoer brand kind of outfit. And I get there's other things that play into that, but that was the most visible one for my money. So I keep saying this. I like everything about Alabama. I'm unsure about quarterback because we're all unsure right now. We have no idea what to think. We can guesstimate, and we will on this show. We'll predict and make our most educated guess, but like we don't know right now. I like the defense. I like the skill. I like the continuity what they have on the second level or the secondary, I should say. I like the second year in the system for the defense as well. It's very TBD for me, but I will say I feel good about Alabama knowing that it comes down to quarterback with a head coach who specializes on the offensive side at the quarterback position. So we'll see what happens there, but if Bama has a DeBoer brand quarterback, if they have someone of the caliber of a Haener or a Penix, they're going to be in the college football playoff. And if we see something like that, we'll make our prediction. But as of right now, we're going to, kind of stand pat for a second. We're going to hold our breath, but they're that close. They are truly that close, but it's going to make all the difference in the world between 9-3 or being 11-1 and being a college football playoff team. So we'll see what happens there.